Camo Dave's favorite albums. It's one of my favorite albums. This is one of my favorite albums. What do you think? Gloria. My generation. This is a bonus track on it. Birdland. Yeah. One of my favorite albums of all time. What else? Some of my other favorite albums of all time. That's one of my favorite albums of all time. Yes. Good morning, Shamay. How are you doing? That's one of my favorite albums of all time, Mr. Bowie. That's right. I had to do some extra stuff on my other channel. Do some album reviews. Anyway, good afternoon, good morning, good night, wherever the heck you are. We got people from all over the world watching. What else do we have here? What are some other of my favorite albums? I just pulled a whole pile of albums here. I need to do this. Just go through this. Always loved Camper Van Kenny, Camper Van Beethoven, Camper Van Beethoven. Good album here. What's one of the best songs on this one? Man, what is it? There's some good stuff on here. The Devil Song. Ooh, anyways, what else do we got here? Oh no, they're falling. Anyway, I'll do a. Oh, they all fell. Oh, my CDs all fell. They all fell down. Ooh. I need to organize these CDs. They're all a giant mess right now. Oh, I saw remember the motels. I saw the motels at Meriwether Post Pavilion back in 1980 something. The motels and the cars, Meriwether Post Pavilion, Columbia, Maryland. I remember that. I do vaguely remember that. How's everybody doing? Good morning. How are you? Shamay, Janice, nice to see you here. Doxinators reporting for duty. That's nice. Go Panthers. Panthers beat the Steelers last night, preseason football, by a whole lot. You know, preseason football means a lot, you know. I don't know. My heart is still with the Washington football team. You know, they now have the Panthers' old coach, Ron Rivera, whatever his name is. So they should do pretty well. I think the Washington football team will do okay this year. I don't know about the Panthers, but you know, they I think it'll be a rebuilding year for the Panthers. Terry, hello, good morning. Brenda Stewart. Brenda, thank you so much for the PayPal, dear. I really appreciate that. Brenda was very generous this morning. I really appreciate that. Nampa Nana, good morning. Show and tell. Show and tell what? Oh, my records. Yeah. What other stuff do I got here? I really need to do some stuff on my, I don't know. What is it? The Gang of Four. I always liked the Gang of Four. They're a good band. Yeah. Again, some of these titles I can't say because I Love a Man in Uniform. That's a good song, isn't it? Jeez. I love a man in uniform. Danny from Quebec, nice to see you here. Kmart King, I nominate Camp Goer 1 boy channel. Who's that? I don't know who that is. I've never heard of Camp Goer 1, Kmart King. This old stoner, they should be the Washington I like that. The Washington whatchamacallits. I think they should just call them the Washington football team. I like the generic aspect of that. Just keep it. It's Washington football team. Just keep it that. Oh, the Washington, they want to do like the Red Wolves or the Red Machine or the Washington Warriors. I think they should just be the Washington football team. I think that's just fine. And they should have like a generic barcode. Hey, thank you, Taylor Hall. Taylor Hall. Thank you so much. We were watching that. Again, oddly compelling. I've always said about Derek, you know who Derek is, the guy that has used to have the house there in Illinois. I don't know. We're hearing so many rumblings about stuff that's going on with him because he posts stuff on Patreon, and then you don't even need to subscribe to his Patreon to go see the titles of his Patreon stuff. And then everybody's kind of inferring crazy stuff, and it looks like he's gotten rid of the HOUSE there. Oh, Kevo Dave spells all these words because it's a joke. He gets rid of the HOUSE. And anyway, he was hanging out with Kevin. He was hanging out with Kevin. He was hanging out with Wayne, Prepper Wayne there. Came up to do some work on his new Class B, and then they had a nice evening hanging out there in the arcade room there in the house with a bowling pin. I don't know. So anyway, I like that Washington No Names Doxinator. Yeah, the NF should just run an arcade at the shop. Yeah, they should. I mean, really. The rumbling is that Eric's moving all his junk from the house over to Sean's brand new big giant warehouse facility there for his modified audio, and they should just have an arcade room at their modified audio. When you come in to work to get stuff done on your car, like get your big boom blasters put in, you can go over and play some arcade games. I don't know. I think that's a good idea. I think that's a cool idea. Yeah, Ether Buddy, no notification. I don't know. Maybe you should unsubscribe and then resubscribe and then re-hit the bell. I don't know why that is. Don't know. But my Saturday, 9:30 a.m. and 7 p.m. So, just come and check. See, there's the time. That's East Coast time, by the way. I realize this is 6:30 on the West Coast, 7:30 in Arizona. And what are we, like 2:30 or 3:30 in the afternoon there in Euro? David Schock, hey, thank you very much for your kind donation the other day. I do appreciate that very much. David made a nice donation. I appreciate that. I don't think I can watch either anyone, NF or PW. House. Yeah. House. His house. Anyway, Bauhaus. That was a good band. Bauhaus. Bela Lugosi's dead. Remember that? Bela Lugosi's dead. He's dead. I was looking. I wish I had a bowling pin prop. I don't have one. That would be funny to put up a bowling pin back there. I know I didn't, I don't know. Where am I going to buy a ball? I guess I could buy a bowling pin at Walmart. They probably have it in their sports department or something. Maybe a sporting goods store. Then we have a Dick's Sporting Goods store here in Morganton, I should say. What is a bowling? One bowling pin, please. I don't want to buy the whole set. God, I can't remember the last time I was bowling. When I was a little kid, I remember a little kid, like I'm like 6, 7 years old. We lived in Willingboro, New Jersey. And I remember my parents taking me to a bowling alley there. It's been a long time since I've been in a bowling alley. Yeah, Brenda, that Hurricane Ida, the class 4, they say, could hit the Louisiana area sometime, I guess, sometime tomorrow, right? And then it's going to move, as they all do. They move up into Mississippi, and then they make a right turn over Tennessee, and then we will get rain here from it on Thursday, Wednesday or something, but by the time it hits here, it's just going to be a lot of rain, as if we need more rain. We've had a pretty dry summer except for August. August has been a very wet month here. We got the remains of, what was that, Hurricane Fred or whatever, the tropical storm. That was a lot of rain. And we've gotten a lot of thunder boomers the last couple of weeks, so we don't need more rain. We really wish we could. Why doesn't the government just steer these stupid storms over to Arizona and put out all the fires? California, steer the storm, make it go over Nebraska and Colorado, and then dump all that rain over there on Oregon, and then put all the fires out. Brenda, you stay safe. Brenda's in near Mobile, Alabama. I think you're going to be a little out of the immediate path of it there. You're going to get rain and wind from it, but you're not right under the immediate path of it. That's a little bit further to the west of you. So I think you'll be okay, Brenda. Thank you, Danny Lee. That's very nice. I did get your PayPal. That is very kind of you. Wow, Danny. Thank you very much. I'm just going to put DLI down. DLI. He sent me, yeah. I need a bowling pin. Somebody send me a bowling pin, just a little toy prop I can use in future videos. NF was filming Wayne. Wayne. I like Wayne's a night. I feel for Wayne. Poor Wayne. You know, he really busts his butt helping everybody out, and nobody seems to kind of return the favor. It's kind of like he's up there, but he said 11 breakdowns driving from Florida to Illinois there. 11 times he had to stop and fix something. Luckily, he can fix things most of the time, but man, oh man. Hey, Hanwei, nice to see you. James Kozak. Life with circus peanuts. Absolutely terrible. Circus peanuts. You ever go to the Five Guys? I always if you have Five Guys in your area, they always have those shelled peanuts there. You can just scoop them up, and they're delicious. I love that when you peel off the shells and they don't have any salt on them. You don't need salt on peanuts. Peanuts taste good enough as long as you don't have a peanut allergy. You don't eat the peanuts if you have a peanut allergy. That's right. Katrina was. That's right. The same date. That's right. 8/29/04. That's when Katrina hit. Was that 04 or 05? I thought Katrina hit in 05 because I was the first year I was living at my condo. Let me see. Let me double check that. I thought it was 05 because I remember living in my condo, and the first year I lived in my condo was 05. Katrina anniversary. Let me see. Yeah, the anniversary of Katrina. 15th anniversary of Katrina. Oh, it says 16th anniversary of Katrina. Everything's all Hurricane Katrina. Let me just see. I'll tell you, it was 2005. I remember it was 05 because I just moved into my new condo in Reston, Virginia in the end of July 05, and then Katrina hit. I remember all the news coverage, right? But yeah, it was August 29th, 05. For some reason, I just remember that because we're not doing the pickle today because Mr. Ether Bunny gave me $100 last week. So we're taking the pickle off for a whole week. He said I have to, he wanted me to put the pickle in the garbage disposal, but no, I just said, we'll just give the pickle a rest for a week. Pickle's right there and the goat's right there. They're right there. They'll be back, but unless Ether Bunny, every week that Ether Bunny gives me $100, will retire the pickle and the goat. Yeah, 05. Yeah, I just remember that because that was the year. I remember stuff that happened. If you have like a date like that, I always remember 05 because that was the first year I moved into my condo. And I do remember then after we're just moving in, we heard the whole thing about Hurricane Katrina. Where are the turtle people? Where are the turtle people? They are, they were doing a rafting thing. Apparently there was some campsite. They've been out west, I guess in the Southwest and stuff. Mike and Steph did a new video today. They say they're going to be heading up to, I guess it's either Michigan or Minnesota where they do that beet harvest. So they're going to do that again this year. Apparently you can make some good money doing that if you want to get out and do some work. And they have those beets, they're big beets. They're beets. They're like big softball size fruity things, veggie things, and you can harvest them for a couple weeks in the fall and make some good money. I think Elvis did that last year. Didn't Elvis go up there? I think he should do that again this year. If he can take time off from his jobby poo there in Chicago. Oh, the goat is okay. The blender. Yeah, it'll bust our blender. I'm going to call up the maintenance guy. Yeah, I was putting a plastic battery-powered pickle in the garbage disposal. I busted it. Oh, the goat is okay. All right, we'll do the goat then. Oven roasted peanuts are great, but I don't like those southern boiled peanuts. Never did. I did have a few of those when I was with Barb there in Athens, Georgia. They were okay. It's not. I just. It was fine. We had those roasted the boiled peanuts at one of the places along Commerce, Georgia. There, I remember that was. I mean, they were okay. I wouldn't go out of my way for boiled peanuts, but I just like regular peanuts are fine. Elvis, yeah, I was joking, Jose. People don't get my sense of humor. Elvis doesn't work, silly. Take time off from his corporate job there at the is in his suit and tie. Elvis here. Some big company there in Chicago, top of the Sears Tower. It's the Sears. What do they call it? It's not the Sears Tower. It's the Willis Tower or something. I don't know. Your new name is Responsible Dave. I've heard of beets. Yeah. I like pickled beets. Pickled beets are good. I always love pickled beets. Timeless Oh Nothing. Hi, Dave. Hi there, Timeless. Didn't know the Stones drummer. Yeah, Charlie Watts passed away. I do have some Stones albums, but I don't think they're in my pile here. My favorite Stones album, I like the Satanic Majesty's Request. I think that's a good album. I like those kind of late 60s albums the Stones did. They're my favorites. I like Black and Blue. I thought that was a good album. I always liked that album. Memory. You never hear that on the radio. It's all those Stones songs you never hear on the radio. Yeah, Charlie Watts passed away. What was he, 80, 81? I don't know. Have the Stones, are they going to still do their tour? They have a whole, they were running ads for Charlotte here. The Stones were supposed to be coming here. I think they should do it. I think, honestly, I think Charlie Watts would have said, he would probably say, keep the tour going. I really think they should continue doing the tour. What do you think? Let's see, is the Stones tour is Stones tour happening? Stones tour going to happen? Let's see if Alexa can answer that. The Rolling Stones will tour next month after Charlie Watts is passing away. Okay. The dates are set to kick off September 16th in St. Louis with rescheduled stops in Charlotte, Pittsburgh, Nashville, Minneapolis, Tampa, Dallas, Atlanta, Detroit, and Austin. Okay, so they're still going to come to Charlotte. I don't know. Maybe I'd kind of like to see them. I don't know. My ears can't take it, though. I get really bad tinnitus when I go to loud rock concerts anymore. You're not hitting the like button. That's right. Hit the like button. We only got 20 likes. Evie's delivering pizzas. Send me money. Yeah, I always like that without bands that's like their least popular album is the one I always liked. Satanic Majesty's Request is one of my favorite albums. Yeah, it's their Sgt. Pepper. The Beatles did Sgt. Pepper. They were getting into that psychedelic stuff. And the Beatles were seen as the kind of wholesome band, more wholesome. And then the Stones were the bad boys. And they did their we're going to do Sgt. Pepper. We're going to make it. And it was, they're both great albums, by the way. I love Sgt. Pepper. It's one of my favorite Beatles albums. But Satanic Majesty's Request was just brilliant. It's just, they're good albums to listen to together. The good guys and the good guys and the bad guys. Yeah, they're doing the tour. That's good. Black and Blue. Yeah, that's a great album. Taylor Hall, thank you again. Wow. I don't know why. It's funny how certain albums link to certain times of your life. Some of these albums, the minute I see them or hear them, I immediately think of a certain time in my life. And I guess Black and Blue came out, what was that, late 70s. And that was when I was in college. And it's just, there's some of those albums, the Boston album, what other ones? Manfred Mann, Blinded by the Light, Manfred Mann, Boston, More Than a Feeling, the Black and Blue, Billy Joel's, what was that album? Oh, the one where the rock houses. What is that Billy Joel album? I always liked that one. Don't Throw Rocks at Window. What is that? There's some Billy Joel album that came out. Billy Joel. I can see now I'm going to like, okay, what is that album called? Billy Joel albums. I always like Billy Joel. And what was the album I'm looking for here? It is Glass Houses, 1980. Yeah, that was another college album that came out. And I really always, minute I hear Glass Houses, I immediately think of my 4 fun years at JMU. Frankenstein. Do, 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 do. Yeah, 2000 Light Years from Home is a wonderful album. I mean, a wonderful song. Pink Floyd. I got into Pink Floyd later. I wasn't into Pink Floyd when all their stuff came out. It was one of those bands that I kind of got back into. Although I think I really got into Pink Floyd from The Wall. That was another college album. You know, that came out and blew everybody's mind. Yeah, and then I started to get into the back catalog. I love Adam Hart Mother. You go back to the earlier ones, they're a little more simple. They weren't quite as, you know, Wall's a brilliant album, but it's very technical. I liked kind of more the simple Floyd. Yeah, Glass Houses. I was like, Billy, I got to go see Billy Joel. I think he's coming. I think he was planning to come to Charlotte too, wasn't he? He was going to come here last year, and then he put off the tour. And then, I don't know. It's a Billy Joel tour. I know he plays Madison Square Garden. Is Billy Joel on a tour this year? Yeah, Billy Joel, Charlotte. Let's see, when Billy Joel's coming to Charlotte. April 23rd, 2022. It's a long way away. April 20. Okay, next April he's going to be at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. But he's going to be in Cincinnati in September, and Austin, and then New York. A bunch of concerts in New York. So I'd like to see him. He looks a lot like the Doxinator. You want to know what the Doxinator looks like? Go Google Billy Joel now. Billy Joel looks a lot different now than he used to look. And Doxinator and Billy Joel, I think, look really much alike right now. They're both bald. They got the little well-coiffed goatee. Doxinator and Billy Joel are like lookalikes. The Stranger was a wonderful album, wasn't it? Yeah. A Men Without Hats. That's a good album. I think they were from Montreal or Canada somewhere, weren't they? The Safety Dance. Remember the Safety Dance? That was a good album. What else do I got here? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. What else do I got? Buzzcocks. Remember the Buzzcocks? This is a good album. Pete Shelley just passed away a couple years ago. He was a man, oh man. This is a good album. Singles Going Steady. Oh, what other stuff do I got here? I got so much crap. Cabaret Voltaire, Frank Black, remember the Pixies? This Monkey's Gone to Heaven. I always like that song. This monkey's gone to heaven. And of course, one of my favorite bands of all time, the Cars, which I saw with the Motels there at Merriweather Post Pavilion, 1980. I don't know what, 2, 1, I don't know. Butterflies are free. Butterflies are free to fly. Fly away. Hide away. Bye, bye. Ooh. What song is that? Who did that one? That's another one of my favorites. I always liked Elton John. The early Elton John, Captain Fantastic, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Those are great albums. Ooh. How can I get the YouTube cup? Oh, this. I don't know. Somebody sent this to me. I'm sure it's just Google it, right? I'm sure you can Google this. I'm kind of a big deal on YouTube Cup. Google that, and I'm sure it'll pop up somewhere. Whoever sent me this, thank you. This is a nice cup. I'm a very big deal. You can dance if you wanna, and they go right behind. Safe to dance, safe to dance. Yeah, that was a good song. That was back on the early days of MTV. Remember, MTV, which started in 1981. It's amazing. MTV is 50 years old. Isn't that amazing? I remember the very first days of MTV. We had Warner Cable there in beautiful Reston, Virginia, and Time Warner. Warner was the owner of MTV when they first started. It was, Warner Brothers had the record company and all that. So that was a big deal for them. And we got it from day one. I remember they had the launch thing, and Nina Blackwood and J.J. Jackson and Mark Goodman and God, who are the others? Who's that nerdy guy? And then, yeah, anyway, I can't remember. They had like 5. Remember all of their DJs, VJs, Second Helping album by Leonard Skinner. I was never into Southern rock. I do like Leonard Skinner, but I never got into the Southern rock stuff. Just never did. Sweet Home Alabama. What was that? That Smell. The Smell. That was actually, ooh, that smell. That was actually one of my favorite songs from the Eagles. I liked the Eagles. I liked Hotel California. Again, that was another album that was college. Hotel California came out when I was in college, and I think that was easily my favorite Eagles album. You can check in, but you can never check out. That's a great album. I Want My MTV. I liked it. And then they brought out, then they came out with MTV2. When it first started, it was really cool. They put a lot of alternative stuff on it. And for a couple of years, MTV2 was really cool. And then everything changed. Everybody started downloading music and getting, and then MTV flipped over to whatever they're doing now. When am I hitting the road? I don't know. I want to go to Arizona later this year. Again, the whole variant crap. I don't know what's going on right now. I'm just sitting tight, but I do have plans. Again, Jamie's not going to do the van build, so at least that's not coming up till next year, spring, over there in, we're in Merced, California, somewhere at some abandoned Air Force base, or no, it isn't. It's a abandoned military base. Martha Quinn, remember Martha Quinn? Downtown Julie Brown. Yeah, she came on later. She wasn't one of the originals. She was, again, they had the 5 originals: Mark, JJ, Martha, Nina Blackwood, and that nerdy guy. What was his name? Whatever his name was. and then they got other VJs as the time went on. Julie Brown came later, but she wasn't the original. Deep Purple, Smoke on the Water. Love Southern Fried Rock. My favorite is listening to Floyd Sabbath or Zeppelin. I've never got into Black Sabbath. I love Zeppelin. Pink Floyd, of course, I always loved. Yeah. Physical Graffiti. I think Physical Graffiti was a magnificent album. That's my favorite Zeppelin. Kashmir. Oh, my God, Kashmir. I think that's probably my favorite Zeppelin song. Just that's wild. Again, that's a college album. Again, that came out when I was in beautiful JMU. The meetup will be happening, but not as one group. Okay, I've decided because they've canceled the Morganton Festival. The Morganton Festival was supposed to be on the today and yesterday, and then Friday and Saturday of Labor Day weekend, and Friday and Saturday of the following weekend. They basically said no public gatherings. We're not supposed to do that. They've canceled everything. Okay, the hospital is full of COVID patients, and I get it. So I just said, let's instead of doing that one public gathering where everybody's going to come and be there at 1:00 on Saturday, if you're going to be coming through Morganton for my little meetup, give me a call, let me know, and we'll just get together personally. Okay. We're lucky if I get 10 people to show up. Okay. Seriously. Come on. So all you 10 people that were going to come to my meetup, give me a call. Let me know. We got the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th of Labor Day weekend, those 4 days, Friday through Monday. And if you're going to be in Morganton, we'll get together. I'll meet you at one of our very bars, restaurants, Burger King, wherever you'd like to meet, park. Alan Hunter, that's who it was. I couldn't think of his name, Alan Hunter. So we're still doing the meetup, but it's not going to be everybody gathered together, okay? Like, I don't know. We could have 100 people show up. I doubt it. We'll be more likely to get 10. Blamage, Living on the Ceiling. I love that band. That's great. Yeah. All that. I do that every now and then. I'll just get on YouTube and start Googling all those old songs. So if you're going to be in Morganton, if you're planning to come to the meetup, again, give me an email or call me and let me know, and we'll set up a personal one-on-one meeting, okay? But I'll be doing that over the that weekend. I'm Responsible Dave. I don't know. I got my shots, but there are breakthrough cases, and some of you guys haven't gotten your shots, and we've got community spread going on again. I don't know if getting a group of people together with or without their masks is a good idea just right now. If they're canceling the festival, they must be worried about it. So I just decided, I don't mind meeting up with people individually. I don't think that's a problem. But, again, if you're not feeling well, yeah, don't come. But Nicholas Kemper, Adam the Woo, just uploaded a vlog trying the usual White Castle menu items. Adam the Woo does everything over and over again. I do like Adam. He's a cool guy, but I'm tired of watching the same things over and over again. Adam, the old stoner liking your taste in music, bro. YYXY wise man. Yeah. We need to get old stoner needs to program a rock station, just I miss the old days of like human programmed rock radio. We don't have that anymore. It's all programmed by bots and computers today. Yeah, they have I don't know if they still have this. The BBC used to have a show called Desert Island Discs where they would have some celebrity or guest come in and then just program like a whole hour or two of music, whatever they wanted. Like what would you do if you could only take 10 record albums and live on a desert island, and you had to go to live on a deserted island and you could only take 10 albums with you. And which 10 albums would you take? U2 Octung Baby, the Beatles' White Album, I don't know. The greatest hits, the Cars' greatest hits, the Rolling Stones' greatest hits, the Beatles' greatest hits. Just take a bunch of greatest hits albums. Yeah, I do too. First Wave, regularly listen to. First Wave is great on Sirius XM. Yes, they do play a lot of cool stuff. They often playing that when I go down to the burrito place here in Morganton. They usually have Sirius XM on, and they're often playing that First Wave channel down there. Meet up at Hooters. We don't have a Hooters here. We could meet up at the Hooters in Rock Hill. There's a Hooters in Rock Hill down there with the Doxinator. That could be a possibility. Timeless Oh Nothing. I made a video for Adam the Woo's dad, Jim Williams, and he liked it. We're friends. Yeah, I enjoyed. I don't know. I used to watch Jim's channel a lot. I don't think he's posted much, but it was nice to see Adam. I think one of the highlights. Adam, I think, had two highlights this year. One was his trip across Texas back during all that crazy winter weather, the power outages there. The other one was him and his dad doing all that kind of the tour of all their hometowns. I thought that was good. Adam still does some good stuff, by the way, but I'm just tired of the churning out the stuff about Disney and, I don't know, fast food eateries. Once in a while, but he churns out old kind of rehashed stuff, and I'm just tired of that. But again, his audience loves it, so what the hell? Bob Seger is great Detroit rock. Yeah. Bob Seger. Still the one. I think I remember that one. Yeah, Bob Seger. Da, 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 da. Where was Cheap Trick from? They were from somewhere like Detroit or Chicago. Where was Cheap Trick from? Always liked I was a big Cheap Trick fan. They were somewhere in the Midwest, weren't they? Cheap Trick. Mommy does a little weird. Surrender. That was a good song. Where did Cheap Trick come from? Rockford, Illinois. Oh, Rockford, Illinois. Mr. Rockford. Rockford, Illinois. B-52 is one of my favorite bands of all time. I saw them at the Warner Theater back in the early 80s there in Washington, D.C. That was one of my most memorable concerts ever. The Village, yeah. Doc Snyder take the Village People's greatest hits on his Desert Island disc. I'll be dressed as a clown. You'll know me. I'll be holding a red balloon. Oh, no. Just checked out DC Parodies, Derek or Eric. Yeah, that is great. Go watch the new DC Parodies video. They were Derek and Wayne. And about halfway through, we get a Billie Jean kind of music bed there and the bowling pin. I think that is the Boyd highlight so far, bottom of YouTube highlight of 2021 so far, is Derek and Wayne and the bowling pin. I used to, instead of in the early days of Eric's videos, I used to watch Pneumatic Fanatic stickers because he would shorten the videos and take all the funny bits and stick them all together. So instead of watching Derek's videos, I'd watch Pneumatic Fanatic stickers. And now it's the same thing with DC parodies. You don't need to watch Derek's videos, just watch the DC parodies things that pop up. They really take the stuff and I think they raise it a bar or two. Blarp, blarp. Adam was running around with Star Wars. Yeah. Led Zepp are a huge scam. All their hits are stolen songs from obscure bluesmen. Blarp, blarp. Again, everybody steals from everybody on music. You watch Rick Beato, whatever his name is. He does the same thing. I mean, he goes through and talks about all these songs and how somebody lifted this from that. A lot of classical music. They lift a bunch of stuff from everybody does that in music. Everybody gets inspired and repurposes certain things. That's just the way the business is. There's nothing original anymore. All those pop music stars of the 60s and 70s took things from earlier blues stuff. The Beatles have admitted a lot of their riffs and stuff were taken from, soul songs and blues songs and stuff, R&B stuff. Everybody does that. You can't, I don't criticize anybody. You hear a lot of bluesy influences in Zepp music, but I don't think it's plagiarism. It's just, I don't know what, I turn on the radio today to rock stations. There's a good one down in Greenville there on 93.3, what's it called? The Planet. And you listen to current stuff and it's like, oh my God, that sounds just like so-and-so. Oh my God, that sounds like just so-and-so. That's just music. Everybody does that. Meet up at a bar, drink 20 more fireballs, get a DUI. Nicholas, Open Land City, black bears destroyed some tents. Forest Service closed the Avalanche campground near the one at the camp at Glenwood Spring, Colorado. Gee, I'll have to check on that. Wow. Again, the bears they're taking back their land. This is our land. We've lived here for centuries. Now you guys are coming and camping here. We want our land. And look, that food smells good. Danny Lee Ingram, I do a daily 1 hour nostalgia song post on Facebook. Really? I'll have to check you out, Danny. Send me a link to your Facebook page, Danny, and I'll check it out. That sounds great. Ether Bunny, Chicago. Remember Chicago, the band? I liked early Chicago. I didn't like when they got kind of soft, love songy. But the first 3 or 4 albums from Chicago, I think, are magnificent. Yeah, we got tonight. That's right. We got tonight. Still the one. Remember Orleans? Yeah. Still the one. Yeah, and then John Hall posed with his shirt. The whole band had their shirts off in that one. The whole band had their shirts off. Waking and Dreaming, I think the album is called. And I think a number of people voted that as the worst album cover of the whole rock and roll era. I loved ELO. I still love ELO. Yeah. Jeff Lynne and ELO, magnificent. Evil Woman still. I think of so many certain nomads when I listen to Evil Woman. You know who. Evil Woman. And then you should do a whole bunch of the evil female nomads. Somebody do that. DC parodies. Play evil. You get away with playing all that copywritten stuff. Play DC parodies, Evil Woman, and then show all the evil women nomads. Sundown. I like Gordon Lightfoot. Of course, the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Safety Mask by Media Bear. Okay, I'll do that, Rossana. Safety Mask. In the Navy, you can sail the 7 seas in the Navy. Yeah. It is funny how Trump had YMCA playing at all his rallies. I don't know why he did that. What was the point? I guess he likes that song. Well, it's like, really, it's that old 70s anthem playing at his rallies. I thought that was weird. It's like, okay. Oh, Shimei. Happy birthday plus 1 week. That's right. We had a big birthday celebration for Shimei, the Jay Giles Band. Yes, I always liked the Jay Giles Band. What was this song? My Girlfriend is the Center. Centerfold was a good song. Remember that one? The Angel is the centerfold. I love you. That's a good song. Must have got lost from. Yeah, must have got lost. I know that's true. There's only so many. Everybody steals from everybody in music today, and that's always been true. You know. I mean, Rick Beato, I think that's how he says his name, Beto. I call him Rick Beato. He's a music producer, and he goes back and he looks at songs and where did this riff come from? Oh, it came from a classical song from Ravel back in 1800, or every song you could take them apart. This came from somebody else's song. This came from this. You listen to this. Almost nothing in music today is original. The Beatles were given the secret of playing those 12. Yeah. You hear so many Beatlesque things in other people's music today. I mean, it's just, and they admit it, they took from everybody else too. Anyway, Terry Kath, yeah, that was a strange passing away. Terry Kath. Was he the guy that made the joke about the GUN, and then he pulled the trigger and it was loaded? Yeah, it was sad. He was only like 30 or something. Holy cow. Charlie Watts, yeah. Rest in peace, Charlie. So now we got, we still got Keith Richards and Mick around. So we still got Paul and Ringo. So I don't know. All these bands, one by one, they're fewer and fewer living members. Everybody steals. Difference between Led Zeppelin and others is that Led Zeppelin wanted to admit it, so they lost a bunch of trials since the 90s, meaning they were liars, which is bad. Okay, well, that's it. We admit it. Hey, I got some bands that they steal stuff and you're like, yeah, it sounds too much like the original rip. They rip somebody off. Like, come on. ALO's Rollover Beethoven was good. Their earlier albums too, they were more into like original like cellos and stuff. The 10538 Overture and stuff. They really used cellos and violins and stuff. And Jay Flynn had the big hair. He's a cool cat. He hung out with the Beatles a lot. He was totally, just ask him. I'm a genius. Well, he was a genius. He is a genius. Angel Martin. Hello, Sarah. Oh, Sarah Cox. How are you doing? Sarah called me the other day. She seemed a little down. I was trying to cheer her up. The Swedes. That's right. The nightclub 930, Washington, D.C. So I saw a lot of cool bands there. That's right. They're 930 F Street, right around the corner from the FBI's headquarters. The old downtown Washington. Then they moved up to the U Street corridor later. I spent a lot of many evenings at the 930 Club. So I thought, hey, if we do our show at 930, here it's 930. Can't touch this. Bobby Brown, Super Frequent, James. Yeah. I like Parliament. Remember Parliament? There's a lot of that kind of DC funk in that kind of. There's a big DC music scene, both black and white, for many years. People don't think of Washington DC as a real town. It's like the government, it's all these White House and this. DC has a very vibrant culture, black music, white music, a lot of punk and rap and rock and everything, go-go music. A lot of stuff came out of Washington, D.C. Who is it? What is some of the big Nirvana? Dave Grohl. I think he's from Springfield, Virginia, right outside of Washington, D.C. A lot of people, a lot of famous rock stars came out of Washington. And I can't think of any. That's right. Get the thumbs up. We got 39. Famous Washington, D.C. rock stars. I know there's a few. Let's see. There's got to be a few. Fugazi, Duke Ellington. Oh, he's not really a rock star. Who else? Chuck Brown, yeah. Oh, remember the Slicky Boys and the Insect Surfers, yeah. Peaches and Herb, really? The Starland Vocal Band. Remember Afternoon Delight? Gonna find my baby, gonna get some afternoon delight. They were from the DC area, huh? The Funkadelics, yeah. Yeah, Sarah, I don't know. I'm still going to meet up with people. We're just not going to do it as one group, okay? I kind of prefer that anyway. Remember all the big band music? Yeah, I love big band music. Gosh. There used to be a radio station in New York, WQEW 1560 AM. I think the New York Times owned it for a while, and they put this really cool kind of big band format on it. It was so neat. It was really cool. I had a great format, and then it went away. You can get them at night. DC was hardcore, and Southern LA's punk in orange. Ooh. Yeah, DC had quite a music scene. Root Boy Slim and the Sex Change Band. Remember him? Boogie Till You Puke. I think that was his big hit. Boogie Till You Puke. Disney often borrowed from several original works of many, but extended their copyright terms by decades. Yeah. They'll do that sometimes. There'll be a copyright lawsuit and then somebody just makes an agreement to pay. Okay, yeah, we did take your material. We'll just pay you and put a little credit. That does happen. Milli Vanilli. Yeah, Milli Vanilli. Ike and Tina Turner. Ike and Tina, oh yeah. Rolling on a River. They did a good version of that. You posted Starland yesterday, really? Inspirational Nomad in Danger Camo Man. What's up with him, Jonathan? I vote Camo Dave and the Kev TV to do a music trivia show. My brain still kind of works when it comes to music trivia. A little bit. Ska. I love ska. Yeah. There's a lot of cool ska bands that came out of England. I'm trying to think of them now. I got a couple ska albums there. Oh, wait. Let's see. Again, let's see some of the bands I remember. The Specials, Madness. The Clash had some ska in it. The Specials, I think, were the primary band I listened to a lot for ska. Yeah. Frank Costello is good. I chatted with him the other day. He's up in, he has a little mountain cabin up there north of Utica, and he doesn't get real good internet up there, so he's not on here a lot, but he said everything is good. They have said he doesn't need any chemo now for a couple months. He always hates going in for his chemo because it makes him real sick. So he said he's doing well. The name Led Zeppelin, betrayed. You betrayed us, Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin. No Fate Channel checking in. Hello, Ray. That's not Ray. Is that Ray's channel? I can't remember these people now. I'm sorry. No fear. There's No Fear to Trek. There you are. Okay, yeah, I was getting No Fear to Trek and No Fate 247. No Fear to Trek is Ray. Hello, No Fate 247. Yeah, I got your bumper sticker on my car. Big Voodoo Daddy. Buddy Miles. We've Got to Live Together. The California Raisins played. Yeah, Buddy Miles. Keith Moon, the drummers, the Who. Remember the Who? I always like Keith Moon. I remember when Keith Moon died. I was in college. One of the many things that happened when I was in college was Keith Moon has died. Yeah, the Clash did get a lot. The Police, early Police, they were very heavy. Roxanne, again, borrows a lot from that reggae stuff. Everybody did that, They had a lot of, Bed's Too Big, Without You. That's a great song, by the way. I just heard that the other day on WWNC here in beautiful, where are they? Spindale, North Carolina, just down the road. Great station, 88.7 WNCW. 88.7, Isothermal Community College. They have a tower on one of the big mountains near Mount Mitchell there, and they have a great signal. They have magnificent signal. You can hear them all over Western North Carolina. But they're a great station. They play some really cool music. I want to get one of their bumper stickers. I got to drive down to Spindale and get one of their bumper stickers for my car. I really want one. I go around like, that little record shop. I thought, oh, they'll have some WNCW bumper stickers. No, nobody has them. Yeah, if you got a WNCW bumper sticker or two, put them in the mail to me. Okay, I would love a WNCW or if you're listening, you work at WNCW, I want a couple of WNCW bumper stickers. What's Big Dog's video about, Dave Weird? He had something playing on his television, and he's talking about Kevin, and you can hear what's going on the television kind of in the background, and there's a woman's voice talking to somebody, and it's like, who's that? You can't unsee those bowling pins, right? You hate the band, not the music. Oh, okay. There are a lot of bands that I don't like their music, but I respect them. I never liked Bob Dylan's music. I just never liked his style, the harmonica, his voice. I just did not like his music. But yet he's brilliant, a brilliant poet, and I have tremendous respect for his music, but I just didn't like to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? It's just style-wise, it wasn't my thing. They're like bands like that. Yeah, I really respect them. Brilliant, music, but I just don't care for that kind of music. It's just, I don't know. Harmonicas, I don't like to, let's listen to some harmonica. It's like, I'm not a big fan of the harmonica. When the levee breaks. Wow. Keith Moon. What does GOAT mean? G-O-A-T. Gone. Yeah, I forget what that means. Danny Bonaducci. Danny Bonaducci, Greatest Hits Volume 3. What? The guy from the Partridge Family who became a shock jock? Yes. What does he do? He has greatest hits. He just can't sing. Yeah, let's go bowling. They should do that. Some bowling alley somewhere should take that clip, pay big bucks, take that clip of Wayne and Derek and, put that, and that would probably get a lot of people out. Hey, let's go bowling. We only hear the real authors. Led Zepp stole lines from Willie Dixon, Burt Jansch, Howlin' Wolf. Yeah. How do you get more views? I love Steely Dan too. Yeah, they're always my favorites. AJA, that was a great album that came out when I was in college. Now, Wolfman Jack, yeah. The bowling pin is symbolic of how Tater really feels about his subscribers. He does like to lecture his subs a lot. He's always, hey, folks. He's looking for the camshaft, and it's like people are giving him all these, hey, there's one here, there's one here, there's one here on eBay. And he's going, he almost got like angry at them for all the people giving him recommendations. They're just trying to help him out. Willie Nelson. Yeah, again, Willie Nelson's another one of those brilliant songwriter guys, but he's written songs for other people. He's a very big songwriter. I've just never cared much for Willie Nelson's style, The price of admission to park by today's standards would be $30. Wow. Oh, greatest of all time. Yeah, go. Yeah. I knew that one stood for something. Sunrise blazing in my eyes, coffee not sippable yet, oatmeal still cooking, and then there's the pin. Sarah was in a bar in Nashville and saw Bob Dylan, Ringo Starr, and Peter Stuckey at the same table. My sister met Bob Dylan. I told you this story before. My sister had a horse, and we lived in we were in Reston, Virginia, but our neighboring town was Herndon, and Herndon had these people that she knew that had horse boarding there, their little farm. And Bob Dylan was at a concert at the Kennedy Center or something, or at the Capitol Center. And he came out because this guy was her husband was into music, worked at one of these venues. And and he came out and rode horses around. And she said, "Oh, there's this guy named Bob Dalton or something. He's a big rock star." And I went, "Bob Dalton?" I said, "Dylan? Oh yeah, Bob Dylan. I met him." I'm like, "You met Bob Dylan?" Put the shaft in catch. Now, Bob Dylan's a magnificent, is amazing man, truly amazing. But I never cared for his song. I never cared for it. I don't like the mix of his voice with the harmonicas and stuff. It's just not my thing. Dolly Parton. Here you come again. I always like that song. Beauregard Rippey. Dolly Parton's cool. I think she's a cool chickie poo. With her theme park up there in Pigeon Forge. She's been through a lot of crazy crap in her life, and she's come out stronger than ever. I respect her. I heard that about Sirhan. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. They said that even the Kennedy family was in favor of that, so I don't know. California is just a crazy place, isn't it? I don't know. I agree with you 100%, Keith. Yeah, Willie Nelson did. If you look, I was that country music bio that. What's his name? They ran a big documentary series. Ken Burns, country music, all the different variations of it. This was 2 summers ago on PBS. It's really good. Watch it if you can find it. But there's a lot of Willie had a lot of stuff. And what's his name? Chris Christopherson. Chris Christopherson was also a big songwriter for a lot of people. Hey, Loose Gun 2.0. Saturday morning, send me cash live stream. Send Dave booze money. That's right, Lou. Send me some booze money. Hit the if you hit the little dollar sign down there, Lou. How you doing, Lou? What's up with you? I haven't seen you any. Are you doing anything on YouTube lately? The greatest thing Lou ever did was his parody of the Carpetbagger. The Carpetbagger Jacob had a jobby poo. And then people were calling his jobby poo, and then he eventually had to leave the jobby poo and went to become a full-time nomad YouTuber. But what was it? Lou did this wonderful video where he's, of a carpetbagger at work, taking his calls and stuff, dealing with all that. That was absolute, again, the bottom of YouTube, greatest events of all time. That is up there, probably number 1 or 2. And then for this year, we're going to definitely put Derek and Wayne and the bowling pins up there. Latest video, you uploaded 20 views in 17 hours. The pin. Yeah. Thank you, Danny. Again, thank you very much. What is 828? Oh, today's date. I'm like, he always does these. That's right. Today, 828 is our area code. The Western North Carolina area code is 828. And today is 828. Coincidence? I don't know. Beautiful, glorious day, is it? You're still out there in LA, huh? He wanted me to remove it. Yeah. Jacob does not have a sense of humor. He doesn't. He does and he doesn't. He can be very funny sometimes. All right, you take care, Lou. Hey, a celebrity here today, Lou Skunt, formerly Howie Feltersnash. Remember Howie? Originally started as Howie. Then when I was in Springfield back in 2017, he was doing daily live streams. And we'd have a nice little gathering there every afternoon about 3 o'clock. Yeah, I remember Lou. Yeah, and then he sent me Little Lou. Remember Little Lou? How's Little Lou doing? Is he still lost in the mail? He sent Little Lou, I think, up to Stingray, and Little Lou got lost in the mail, and then I got him, and then Lou got mad because I kept him too long. Because Crotchy and Little Lou were having fun. That's Little Lou. Weed with Willie. Reba McEntire, I don't know anything about her, honestly. She did some TV stuff, didn't she? They were sued by countless artists. Yeah. Well, I mean, George Harrison got sued. Remember that My Sweet Lord? That was a big case. Cut it out, Beauregard Rippey. Anyway, so what's everybody doing today? And it's another Saturday here on the beautiful Camo Dave channel. So what's going on? Aja is heading west to go meet with Terry there of Destination Open Road, and John apparently has been doing some work there at Sturgis. He was there during the Sturgis thing. Whatever. What else is going on? Kevin, we all our best wishes to Kemper Van Kevin there. Kidney stone, really nasty kidney stone there. Hope he's doing okay. What else is going on? Nampa Banana. I love that. The Nampa Banana channel. Michael Nippert. Hello, Lou. Yeah, remember? Yeah, Michael Nippert. He used to be on this chats way back in 2017. Good old Lou. Oh, he smoked. He went to rehab. Oh, all our best to little Lou. Had to go to rehab, huh? Patty White. I don't know. I just she's 50, right? I think she's turning 50 this year. I think last year she had a big birthday party there at the Panda property. Excuse me. The Panda property, and I think it was her 49th. So I think she's 50 this year, big 5-0. So that should be a big honking event, I would think, at the Panda property. Her birthday is my mother's birthday, September 26th. I remember that. So early birthday wishes. That's coming up quick. Give it a couple more weeks, and the Panda's going to have her big birthday, big 5-0. I don't know how old John is. I have no idea. So what? So what? 30s. Looks like he's in his 30s. Big whoop. The early days, our particular bottom of YouTube, all the crazy people that were there, they're still around. A lot of them are still around. Some we haven't heard of in years, but Lou was definitely part of all that. I wonder when Venture Van Man will emerge since you got a girlfriend. His YouTube channel's gone downhill. Yeah, David, I don't know. I don't know why he doesn't just post a quick update. I think somebody did say that he wasn't going to post any updates when he's doing his fishing thing. But why can't he do a quick little update and keep people updated? You go for multiple weeks. People wonder, are you all right? They did have a little earthquake and a tsunami up there in southern Alaska a while ago. Rosie is in Vegas staying at a subscriber's nice condo. Yeah. Rosie, I'd like to hang out. Maybe I should do that. Just go out to Vegas and hang out with Rosie for a while. Instead of coming east, I'll go west. I might do that. I'm still got the plans for maybe going out west, Phoenix, maybe Abilene. What is it? No, not Abilene. What is that town? Whatever. I'll go to Lollapalooza. I'll go stay at Camo Dave West Coast studio there in Mesa, Arizona. And then maybe I'll swing through Vegas, and maybe Rosie and I can get together. I'd like to meet her. You're prepping for a possible storm. A lot of evacuating from Louisiana. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that Hurricane Ida is going to hit Louisiana, looking at somewhere just to the west of New Orleans. And Brenda is down there in the Mobile area. So that whole area is going to get whacked probably sometime tomorrow. I hope everybody stays safe. That's a biggie. That's got 40. That's a class 4 with 100+ mile-an-hour winds. So, man, oh, man. You stay safe, Brenda. Brenda is just to the north of Mobile, I think, somewhere, right? In that area, near the Alabama-Mississippi line, which ain't far from where this hurricane's coming in. Nez Lover. Nez Lover? Is Nez Lover here? I had shake and bake pork chops for breakfast. A lot of blasts from the pasts. Wow. Smartphone 3.0 Quint 150. I do agree that we do have periods where people are getting very boring. Yeah, let me check the track. I always keep track of the tracks. Let's see here. Stuff. Hurricane Center. There's Ida just off, just in the Gulf right now. So it looks like it's right now. They say it's going to be hitting just to the west of New Orleans. So New Orleans, yeah, they have hurricane warnings up for New Orleans. They have tropical storm up warnings for the southern coast of Mississippi, and then they have tropical storm watches for southern Alabama. So definitely, Mobile is definitely in the movement here. In the wow, every weekend. Last weekend it was that one hitting. It was hitting Providence and Rhode Island. Yeah. Yeah, Mobile's definitely in the action here. Mobile, a good chunk of the far western panhandle of Florida, all the entire state of Mississippi, almost the entire state of Alabama. Hopefully, well, this is going to track more to the west of us over Nashville. Nashville does not need more rain. They just had that horrible flood there where they had 17 inches in that little town just west of Nashville. Don't. I just said you're in the Mobile area. I'm not going to give him your location. She lives at 22 Camo Dave Boulevard. She's in somewhere in the metropolitan Mobile area. Six String Steve put up a video on monsoons, free to travel. It's common for New Orleans to have 3 feet of water in the streets in these storms. Yeah. You stay safe, Brenda. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at the maps here. You're definitely getting some of this. They always say that right side of the storm is always the worst side because that's the winds coming from the south, and then it pushes the wall of water. One of the big things in hurricanes, besides the wind and the rain, is that flooding that comes up and pushes all that wall of water up into the coast there of Mississippi and Alabama. Brenda, don't cry, Brenda. Hi, Judy. You stay safe too. You're further over near Tallahassee, right? So you're a little bit further away, but stay safe. Keep the chickens safe from Ida. That wind might blow some of them away. I don't know. East Tennessee. I do watch him, not as much as I used to. Cash Jordan, he's a real estate guy in New York. Again, I like his videos, but they're all kind of like, once you've seen 20 of them, you're like, all right, another apartment, another apartment, another apartment. I don't know. I'm passing on him more than I used to. But how many New York apartments can you see without getting totally bored? Yeah, we do have a pizza place right here in the apartment complex. Yeah, they make really good pizza. Buck's Pizza. They have really good pizzas. They make that New York style thin crust pizza. And we don't even have to leave the building. We can actually, if it's raining out, there's a back way we can get into there. It's very nice. They have very nice people there. I ain't a crying. Yeah. Again, you look at the Gulf Coast last year, and there was so many storms that hit the Gulf Coast. It's just, golly gee. It just seems like for some reason all these hurricanes are now making that turn into the Gulf of Mexico, and even avoiding Florida. Florida you think would be in the, so these storms are all going around Florida and hitting, New Orleans or Mobile or Pensacola or something. People ignore my e-begging for my minivans. See? Terry and Al, spirit stalking. Anyway. So, what's up, everybody? I wish I was late you're building Dave's guest room where the weather's so cool, breezy. I need to go down there in Tallahassee and visit all those chickens in my image that have been named, and there's what is it, Davy and Cammy and all that other stuff. Snow Debs, hello, Smoking Fox. That's right, birthday girl Shamay. Ministry, I always liked Ministry from Chicago. Every day is Halloween. They did a version of that a couple years ago. I think Halloween 2 years ago. Jorgensen, I think his name is Al Jorgensen. They were a great band. I love Ministry. I can't do. I can't. Yeah, that's it. They did a really nice cover of their own song Ministry. They did a. They yeah. You got to watch it. Al Jordan's in Ministry. Um, every day is like Halloween or whatever that they call it. You're driving through incognito. Time for coffee. Yeah, I got my tea. Ah. Woo! Happy birthday for Shimei. That's right. Shimei's birthday month. I do that with my birthday. February is my birthday month. August is Shimei's birthday month. That's right. You do see a lot of bands doing covers of their own songs. A Flock of Seagulls. They're covering all their old songs. They're all old guys now. You see these bands. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of old, bands that were in the 80s with the big hair and the crazy, and now they're all old guys and they're bald and they got beards and they're redoing their songs. It's very common to see that on YouTube. And they do very nice versions of them, The Flock of Seagulls is one. You were kind of like a throwaway band, but they really had some talented musicians in the band. I love Iggy Pop, yeah. Iggy Pop. It's full of camo. Remember his song, I'm a Conservative. I'm a conservative. I just loved Iggy Pop. And then Iggy did some work with Bowie. Yeah, they were all hanging around together. Ruined Reba and Dolly. Country music has, again, changed so much, Beauregard. There's so many rock influences and so many blues influences and so many. It's just all, different versions of country there's, the Bakersfield country and there's Nashville country and there's Memphis country and it's so diverse. Are you going to get a lot of people moving to Morganton? Johnson City is getting swamped with out-of-towners. Really? I don't know. I don't see a lot of people coming to Morganton. There's some houses for sale, and I'm not seeing them getting sold very quickly. I don't know. It's a nice place. You're not far from Charlotte. You're an hour and change from Charlotte, so you can get to a big city and a big airport really quickly. I don't know. It's a nice place. Asheville's over the hill there. It's a great location. You're right on the interstate. There's a lot of nice things right around here. The mountains are half an hour away. You can go up there, literally a whole different climate. It's a great place. They are doing some building. They are building some new apartment complexes and stuff, but it is kind of this last couple of years with the pandemic kind of put a crimp in everything. I think people were hoping, that we got through the pandemic. Thank you, Smoking Fox. Thank you very much. We got through the pandemic, everybody thought, and then we got the vaccinations, and now everything's going to get back to normal. Then they got this Morganton Festival planned for the next 3 weekends, and then here comes the Delta variant, and hospitals are filling up again, and it's all coming back again, and so they have to cancel everything. I think this town just really wants to get back on track. It's a cool place to be in the summertime on the weekends, and they just, every time they try to get things back on track, here comes real life again. Hey, Dave's RV Life, how are you? So when are you going to be? You're going to be heading out west pretty soon, I bet. Right? I bet she's got a birthday planned, right? Panda, what is it? Panda Property, the Panda Property, right? What's up with Betty the Bounder? Betty up for sale yet? Betty, nope. No, you're not. You're going to stay in PA, huh? Nope to what? Betty? How's Betty? Are you definitely selling Betty and going to get the van is a little too small, Betty's a little too big. We need something right in the middle somewhere, right? Kiss Shimei. Oh, I love me a ministry. There's a new Ministry album out. I have to check it out. Housing prices have skyrocketed in Tampa. Yeah. I don't think Morganton's really had much of the real estate boom. I don't know. There's a lot of nice properties around. I see some houses around that have been really fixed up. Then they put a for sale sign and it just sits up there for sale for a long time. We definitely don't have that. But things where people are buying houses in 10 minutes after they're put up for sale. Plenty of freshwater fishing is best for me. Oh, the vax laid my ass to whale poop. Did you get your vax, Sarah? You're not feeling good? Yep. Then we got a nope and a yep. So I guess that means Dave is not heading out west anytime soon. And he is putting Betty the Bounder up for sale. And he's definitely looking for something in between, like Goldilocks, a little, not too small, but not too big, right? RV Chuck, who is at the top fiver as of now? The top 5 RVers as of now. Oh, man, I don't know. I always like Foresty Forest. I think he's always good. He doesn't really have it. He's a van. Always like Slim Potato Head. I always enjoy watching Pandemonium. I don't know. RVers. Louis, why do nomads always take 3 hours in truck stop shower? Well, if you don't get a shower every day or every couple of days, I guess you got to get caught up. So I'm going to take 1 shower a month. It's going to be a 3-hour shower. I don't know. I finally got my first vaccine. I had some reactions. Oh, well, but that is common. Yeah, I had 2 Pfizers, and all I had is a sore arm. I hope it took. I don't know. At least if you have a reaction, your body is, you got a valid shot. You do. You don't know. If you got no reaction to it, you're like, did that even take? We took a road trip to Philippi, West Virginia to check out the mummies. Really? I've never heard of mummies in Philippi, West Virginia. Ooh, that's weird, Terry and Al. I'll have to check that. You got a video up. Let me see it. CamoDave@gmx.com. Send me a link to it. I'd like to see that. Happy birthday, GF. That is why I was in the shape I was in. Oh, okay. You weren't feeling well, Sarah. Yeah. I hope you're feeling better. You did sound kind of out of it. You slept for 2 days. Wow. I did feel a little bit of fatigue, I guess, after I got my shot. I felt took nappy stuff. Yeah, that's maybe a reaction I had, but it didn't seem like anything significant. Don't take 3 hours in the truck stop shower. Once a month, whether you need it or not. Yeah. Old bones appreciate hot showers. Yeah, I do that. Crank it up nice and hot and just kind of, feels so good. By the time you get out west, the Lambda variant will take over. Yeah, there's another variant coming. I know it. Everybody, again, it's not over. Be careful. Stay safe. So anyway, stay safe too with the hurricane there. Everybody, looks like Houston all the way to Tallahassee along the Gulf Coast. You're going to get something, especially looks like New Orleans and Louisiana. Everybody stay very safe. Mobile, Biloxi, Pensacola. Yeah. Man, oh man, it is crazy, isn't it? Yeah, come out of the shower a shriveled up prune. Oh, okay. All right, Terry. Now send me your link. Send me a link to the videos, CamoDave@gmx.com. That's the best way. If you recommend something like a channel I should check out, or you want me to check out your channel or a certain video, the best way to do that is send it to CamoDave@gmx.com and send me the link or the name of the channel, because otherwise I write things down. See, I write notes. See, I make all these notes and then I get them all mixed up and I'm like, okay, I write things down here, like, okay, I got to go to Abilene in October, and I got to find my way to Abilene in October, Papa, Texas. I miss the old vaccines that bubbled up and left big scabs and scars. Oh my gosh. Remember that? The giant needles. Oh, the doctor would, how we roll. Yogi Berra. That's right. What is it? It's the fat lady sings, right? It ain't over till it's over. Let's see if we got any incoming messages here. Oh, we got an update from Mr. Rockford. Mr. Rockford just had, he says, just so you know, I am still hospitalized with the COVID, but getting better each day, should be out soon. All right, that is of about 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. Mr. Rockford, wish all our best to you. He had the virus once, he got vaccinated twice, and now he's got the virus, a breakthrough thing. And we called him last weekend, and he was at a hospital in Chicago, and now he is still in the hospital. Wow. Wow, Mr. Rockford, you take care. Jim. I think his real name is Bill, right? Bill, you take care. I'm not going to dox you. Adam the Woo did a new White Castle. Adam. What do you say? Yeah, I did. I got 2 Pfizers, one in March and the other one in April. So I guess I'm supposed to get my 3rd Pfizer. They want you to have the booster sometime in November, December, I think. They said 6 to 8 months. Why are you people not watching my videos? Do you guys have any idea how hard I work for you to make these videos? I'll start watching you, Louie. You're on my list. I mean, you're subbed. I just have other things, like you got to do some drama, like finding more bags of money in the woods or something. Oh my gosh, yeah, when you're a kid, geez, polio, you got the TB thing, you got this, you got that, you got the German measles. I mean, my mom was always dragging us in to get us vaccines. Yes, prayers to Mr. Rockford, our hospitalist today. All our best to Caper Van Kevin and to Mr. Rockford, both in the hospital today. And be nice to the nurses, says Sue Kelly. Don't pinch them. Don't pinch their butts as they walk out of the room. Be nice to them. Respect them, and they'll treat you better. I don't know, man. You go to the hospital and you'll get it, right? That's my theory. You get, you go there for a broken arm and then you come out with COVID. Hey, Confabulous Cruisers, Creative Confabulations. Good morning. Tina here. Hi, Tina. You need a black composition book to write down your stuff. I do have, Dachshund gave me a whole bunch of these notepad-y things, which I've been using. I do have some notepads. So I do write notes. I make lots and lots of notes. Ooh. I do. Justin Davis, Walt Frontiersman, Travel Adventures. Who am I write all these channels down on here, and then I can't. What else was written here? Wandering Jimmy. We haven't seen much of Wandering Jimmy lately. Has anybody seen him? Is he okay? He hasn't posted much. Number of nomads we haven't seen much of. We haven't seen much of RV Joey. Is RV Joey okay? Venture Van Man Brian. A whole bunch of people we haven't seen much of. Brenda, you got the Moderna. Moderna's maybe even a better. From what I've been reading, some people say the Moderna actually has a longer lifespan than the Pfizer does. Regeneron, Smoking Fox, monoclonal antibodies. That's what they give you now if you go get hospitalized. They're apparently very good. Yeah, I don't know, man. Oh, Wandering Jimmy's on Instagram. Okay, see more and more people are going on Instagram and stuff. I gotta subscribe to Wandering Jimmy on Instagram. Because on Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, that's where you see a lot of people posting stuff. Jimmy, is he still at the property? I don't know. I haven't been watching Ed lately. Ed and all his videos on the property. Don't talk about the property. Only I can talk about the property. I don't want anyone else talking about the property. Jeez. He does have a nice voice, doesn't he? Slim Potato Head's also a good one to watch. If you want to relax and get calm, always watch Slim Potato Head. It'll just nice, calm, nice video. Yeah. Wandering Jimmy. I thought Wandering Jimmy kind of hinted earlier this year that he is maybe going to get off the road and maybe go hang out with friends somewhere. I know he has friends in the LA, Southern California area. I thought he was kind of talking like, it's been fun, but it's time to kind of change channels a little bit. I don't know. Nomad Wretch. Nomad Ranch dressing. That's right. Nomad Ranch. That's a type of dressing. Nomad Ranch dressing. I think it's a salad dressing. Someone's going to take you to court over that. The nomad monger, nomadic monger. I would like to see Elvis being able to do that channel. He's going to go down to Tijuana and become the nomadic monger. I would have looked forward to that. I'm saying maybe he should get on Patreon or something and set up a channel or something like that. I don't know. Nomad monger. I'm a mongerer. I'm a mongerer. That's a good album. Alan Parsons Project. When I Break Down. It's another one of my college albums. Oh, man. I got to find some cool albums here. 10cc, Godly and Cream. They're always good. The Wall Street Shuffle. Life is a Minestrone. Art for Art's Sake. I'm Mandy. Fly Me. I love that song. I'm Mandy. Fly Me. The Things We Do for Love, Dreadlock Holiday. Good stuff there from a 10cc. What else do I got here? Oh, this has got some good stuff on it. DIY Teenage Kicks, UK Pop, 76 to 79. Nick Lowe, Reckless, remember Reckless Eric? The Whole Wide World, the Motors. Remember the Motors. The Squeeze. XTC, cool stuff. The Undertones, the Yachts. It's good stuff. It's curious how they recognize a variant if there's no true test or what works on CRV-19. The real question is bad cold flu. You know. Again, you can have a bad cold or flu and you don't know, unless you get tested. You now avoid elbow macaroni. I need to do I'm going to do some just music stuff. I don't know. I have my other channel, Dave Hughes. If you haven't subscribed to it, go subscribe to it. I got 4,100 subs. I need to do some music. I want to do some just where I'm just talking music. I like to I got so many CDs, pull up a pile of CDs and just go through them. Anybody remember Momus? He's a really cool British dude. I loved him a lot. There's hardly anybody ever heard of him. A British band called New Music, Tony Mansfield. Really cool stuff. This is an album I actually bought in England. British album. When I remember in 1993, I think I went to Tower Records at Piccadilly Circus. Cabaret Voltaire. This is a great album. Very techno. What is that here? This was a lot of Desert Stormy stuff was going on back then, and they have a lot of stuff that dealt with that. Really good stuff. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, and then we've got the Charlatans. Anybody remember the Charlatans? What was it? Remember Red Lorry, Yellow Lorry. Remember a lorry? L-O-R-R-I-E. That is a British truck. Green Eggs and Ham. Yeah. I'll meet you. Hey. Here's the deal with the meetups, okay? We're not doing the group meetup at Green Eggs and Ham, or Green Eggs and Jam, excuse me. But, if you want to meet me in downtown Morganton for a one-on-one meetup and we want to go swing by Green Eggs and Jam, that's perfectly fine, We'll go there and then we'll go over and get something to eat down at Uncle E's or something. We'll get a beer at the Fontaflora Brewery Company. We can work Green Eggs and Jam into a personal meetup, okay? That's not a problem. Green Eggs and Jam is open, I think, Wednesday through Saturdays, 10 to 5. That's when they're open. So Sunday, Monday won't do it. But if you wanted to meet me in Morganton and we'll go there and I'll introduce you to Stacy, we can certainly do that if you want to do that. But as far as the meetup as a group on Sunday or Saturday the 4th, we're not going to do the actual group meetup, okay? I just don't want to do that with everybody wearing masks and who knows what. But as I said, if you're coming to Morganton, especially over the long Labor Day weekend, you want to meet up with me, I'll certainly be able to do that. We can go somewhere. We can meet at a restaurant, or you can meet here at my place, or we'll go to a park, or we'll just hang around downtown Morganton. That's cool. But we could definitely work that into the mix. The MP3 police are on notice. Mark Dice. I do. I want to. Then there's Homer's Bar. Jamie there, who was in my live stream the other day. That is a cool place. They have funny hours. They're only open like in the evening certain days. Rocking the Casbah. I love the Clash. Sandinista is one of my favorite albums. A 3-record set. Remember that? That's a great album. Brad Paisley, George Michael Montgomery, Clint Black. Ooh, they're all coming to Ohio, huh, Beauregard? Or are they going to come to your house and play personally for you? Yeah. My generation kind of let down the world in a lot of things. But musically, yeah, we were pretty good back in the 80s, I think, you know. The only thing about those people born in the late 50s, early 60s, the only thing they did well was some cool music there in the 80s and 90s and 70s. And that's about it. Otherwise, the generation was a total failure. We should meet up at the Sinkhole. There we go. Socially distant, lost 10 feet apart. Go over to the Morganton post office there and find the dilapidated car wash. Fort Recovery, Ohio. Oh, okay. I'll have to ask my friend Michael Nippert lives probably not too far from you, Beauregard. I don't know what town are you near? You don't have to dox yourself, Beauregard, obviously. But what part of Ohio are you in? Is Columbus, Cleveland, Cincinnati? Just give us a general, what part of Ohio are you in? Fort Recovery. Let me see where that is. I do have friends all over. We have Brian Heffernan near Columbus and Michael Nippert, who is near Cincinnati. I need to go to Ohio. I think I got a lot of people there. Fort Recovery, Mercer County. Let's see where that is. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're kind of over near Indiana there, near the Indiana line, kind of central Ohio. Okay. So I do have a friend. I do have Michael Nippert in Cincinnati, and of course, Brian Heffernan near Columbus. So you're all in the same general part of the country there, but it's all sold out. Yeah, you're west of Columbus. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that you're all in the same general region of Western Ohio there. So I should come out and visit everybody. West, southwest. More fence bore wood just pulled up. All right, you have fun, Judy. Ministry's going to Cleveland, not Chicago. 4 dead in CSNY, yeah. Crosby, Stills, Nash. Always my favorite was definitely Neil Young. I always liked Neil Young the best. Rust Never Sleeps. That was my favorite, probably my favorite. Nah, 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 nah. I always loved Rust Never Sleeps. Great album. Yeah, the 80s were my time. I used to DJ in the 80s and 90s. Yeah. The thing I miss about the 80s was, especially with radio stations were locally owned back then, okay? You had a radio station in Chicago and a rock station in New York and a rock station in Baltimore and a rock station in Washington. They all sounded different because they were all locally owned and locally programmed, and they all kind of played, the Chicago station favored some Chicago bands, and WNEW out of New York, and 98 Rock out of Baltimore, and DC 101 and HFS, and WRXL in Richmond. Every station was local. It had a local feel to it, and that's all gone today. It's all corporate owners. I'm something like Eli the Computer Guy. It's all corporate owners, and followed by giant companies like iHeart and Audacity and Urban One and whatever. And it's sad. It's really sad. And they all sound exactly alike. The radio station in Columbus, Ohio sounds exactly like the one in Pittsburgh. There's no difference. There's a few still out there, locally owned stations, but they're very rare, and it's just sad. It's sad. I still like 98 Rock in Baltimore, 97.9 in Baltimore. It's an active rock station. It is the only, Hearst is a giant company, okay? They own television stations, but they own 2 radio stations in Baltimore. And one of them is 98 Rock, and it's still programmed like an independent, old-fashioned rock station, okay? It's still like that. It still has that feel that this is a Baltimore-centric rock station. And so it's a great station in that respect that, you really feel like there's no other station anywhere that sounds like 98 Rock out of Baltimore, okay? They still have some of the same DJs they had 30 years ago. Sarah Fleischer's gone, but there's still some people there. And it still has that sound like this is an independently programmed rock station, even though it's owned by a giant corporation. But the Hearst only owns 2 stations, radio stations. They own mainly television stations. But I really like it. If you're in Baltimore, 97.9, 98 Rock, good signal. They cover all the way down into D.C., but they still sound like a real indie station, not like DC 101. DC 101 in Washington is owned by Clear Channel and iHeart, whatever they call them now. And they just sound like everybody else. Yeah. We do have some stations around here in the Western North Carolina area that are still like locally owned. There's a classic rock station on 95.7, the Drive, the Ride. It's called the Ride, I think. They're like kind of locally owned. They sound like it. They play a really deep mix of classic rock that you don't hear on a lot of stations. Same thing with classic rock. I get tired. The format. They play 3 songs by the Stones, 3 songs by Led Zeppelin, three songs by. It's just they just play the top hits for all the bands, and they don't dive deep into their stuff, and it gets boring real fast. Karaoke rap. I'm a ball of energy. That's my tea. It's my tea. Yeah. I'm running low on the PG tips, so I had to get some just great value tea, but it's still pretty good. Somebody sent me, who was that? Somebody sent me some super powered PG tips. PG tips extra strength, which I can't find. I'll have to look it up on Amazon or something, but that was good tea. If you want to send me some PG tips tea, they have like a strong version of it. It's like, whoa, it really wakes you up in the morning. Hello, Swedes. I'll do that, Danny. Again, send me a link to your Facebook page, and I'll check out your daily. They let you do that, huh? They don't worry about the copyright. You can put music up there. Okay, very cool. Yeah, you can put like the songs up there as long as you're not putting them on your own video, right? Yeah, we're supposed to get the remains of Hurricane Ida here, probably like late Tuesday, Wednesday into Thursday. But by the time it gets this far inland and north, it's just going to be rain, maybe a little bit of wind. It's going too slow. By Tennessee, I'm worried more about Tennessee because this is going to track right over Tennessee, and they've already gotten their share of rain this year. I mean, Western Tennessee there has gotten so much rain this year. They don't need more. It's crazy, isn't it? All these places that don't need the rain are getting more rain, and then all these places that need the rain are not getting the rain. Reggaeton, yeah. I like. Oh, who's that? What's her name? Shaggy. Always like Shaggy. She's still around. Shaggy. He was that, right? Shaggy. I used to jam to 80s pop when I was cruising in my 71 Maverick. Dave's RV life. Matter of fact, I just got back from Morty Ride jamming. Yeah. That is something. Yeah. I can't listen to rock radio when I'm in a car because I get too hyper and then I just drive crazy. I have to listen to talk or classical when I'm driving. Because I've done that when you're really getting into the music, and then it's like you're hitting the pedal and you're doing 85 and you're, get out of my way. Yeah, I need to be calm when I drive. So I purposely put on some NPR or something, because it just, I can't be hyped up when I'm driving. I can't. I get nutty. It's okay to be hyped up while I'm here in my little room. I can whack around and bang things, but don't do it when I'm in the car. That's okay. Like, I'm a ball of energy. Why'd you retract that? KY102. KY, what do they call it? KY jelly? KY. KOME, San Jose. Remember that? KOME, San Jose. That was a good station for many years. It wasn't, yeah, Shaggy. I always like Shaggy. Shag and Wagon. That's where it's at. NPR hype. National Public Radio. Anyway. Well, listen, everybody. We are past 11 o'clock. I ran actually a little long today. It's our Gulf Coast life here. Yeah. Hey, listen, everybody. If you're in the path of Hurricane Ida there, especially you, Brenda, you take care. You stay safe. Keep your eye on the weather forecasts because when that thing does hit, it's a Cat 4, which means there's going to be a lot. That one that hit New England last week was a Cat 1, which was barely a hurricane. This thing's going to have some serious wind with it. So everybody, you take care and be very, very safe. Yeah, I don't know. People talk down NPR, but I always find it's just that, it's the safest place to get the news. They don't hype stuff. It's just, I like that. What's that show that comes out of WAMU in Washington, 10 to noon on East Coast time? 1A. I think it's called 1A. It used to be Diane Ream's show. It's just a nice show, and they talk about things and try to present stuff without all the crazy hype. Justin Trudeau, he's running for re-election, right? What about me? Jeez. Hey, Steve. How are you, Steve? Yes. And all that crazy stuff going on in Afghanistan again. I don't know. I don't really want to get into that. We have some other nomadic channels have decided to become, give us your view on that. I don't know, man. You can get that somewhere else. Crazy world, isn't it? My dad used to have a Craftsman lawnmower, and when we moved into Woodbury, New Jersey, West Deptford, we had a huge lawn, and that was my job when I was 12 years old to go and mow that lawn. And Dad's old heavy junky Craftsman mower, I hated that. Oh my God, Smoking Fox, thank you so much. I want to thank Smoking Fox, Danny Lee Ingram, Taylor Hall for their kind donations today, and Brenda. Thank you very much, too. The PayPal there. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know. California's a nutty place, Beauregard. It's a crazy place. All right, everybody. You have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Don't forget, tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll have the call-in show. You call in and chat, and so we'll have some fun tonight. So everybody have a great rest of your Saturday, and we'll see you later. And see if I can find a bowling pin at one of the thrift stores around town. So I'm going to need that as a prop for the next few shows. All right, folks. Thanks for watching. You have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Thanks to my mods, Doxy, Shimei, and Noreen. Noreen was here, wasn't she? I think she said hi. I don't remember. And, of course, Nampanana. Thank you so much for being here. Vlog, or I should say stream silencio.